Let's build a castle in the sky. Let's fill it with all our dreams and place it on the clouds of days gone by. Let's build a castle in the sky and fill it with love so we can have the light. Let's make the world around it bright. No more rainy days for you and I. Let's build a castle in the sky, so you and I will have something to remember. Let's leave behind the worries and fears and all the dragons we slayed throughout the years, and all the stories you've heard are not simply fairy tales. They're stories of how love conquers all. Let's build a castle in the sky, so you and I will know our dreams are real. Let's build a castle in the sky, and when the dragons begin to rise, we know we'll be just fine. Let's build a castle in the sky. Let's make the story start to come alive. How love can conquer all. a fun, fun Friday. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sitting here, day 4,992 of the quarantine. Yep, we're all sitting here. And we thought, since we just had a powerful full moon, that we would connect with all of you. And we'd get you some answers. And we'd give you the heads up on what's coming around the mountain. Well, it's going to be interesting. And as all of the country begins to reopen, is the word they're using, well, we need to go inside. I know you've been locked up inside, but now's the time to go inside. We are kind of treading in this little window of opportunity for a little more clarity, a little more vision, and we really want you to find your way to where you want to go. There was once a song, "Do you know the way to San Jose?" But guess what? You got to find some peace of mind in your soul right now. So to find that peace of mind in your soul, you've got to go down and dig deep. You know, for a while we were kind of stuck on this momentum of this count. Whatever the count was, they were counting. They counted everything. Then they had to recount. So what have you been counting on? What have you been counting on that maybe doesn't offer you any solutions anymore? What are you looking at that you want to change? How can you re-navigate your life? Reinvent yourself. Even if your job hasn't changed, even if you are looking forward to going back to work. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Does that really work for you? What is it that you want to create for your work? How do you want to create something more for yourself? And this is your chance to recalibrate. And what this full moon is doing is it's going down deep inside and pushing up everything that you squished down inside of you long time ago. Long time ago, you put down some feelings and emotions and you left them out of your interactions in life because you just wanted to make sure that you could just keep keeping on. So there comes a time where you can only push down so much before it regurgitates right back up. And this moon is going to pull and ask you to take a good look at yourself. Take a good look and really look to see what it is you want to create. Really look to see where dissatisfaction is and how can you make a change. And we're going to give you this energy of answers and messages. I'm going to say hi to everybody. We've got Leslie and Sharp is on. We've got Sade Haran. We've got Scotty Collins. Hey, Scotty, how you settling in your new place? Dwayne Martin is on. Good to see you, Dwayne. We've got everybody on just kind of connecting here. But why are we connecting? We're connecting because we need to feel connected, but the greatest connection you can feel is your connection with your soul and yourself and understanding your mission and your purpose. How do you redesign how life looks for you? Forget about the new normal. I don't even know what they mean by that. What this is your wake-up call. How do you want your life to be? Who's your close inner circle of friends? Who makes you feel as if you belong, and who are you able to make feel connects with you and feel that joy and that energy? These are the things that we're looking to put together for all of you. These are the things that we are shifting in life. And answers lie deep within the soul. And what we're doing here tonight is shining a light on the answers that have been lying dormant within you, because in essence, you already know. You know what you need to know. You have it inside of you. It's just we've got to bring up the light. And we've got to release the things that no longer serve you. So we're going to let some people kind of join us here and get in, and we are going to ask you to share the page. I see Maureen is here. Scotty's sharing with us that he felt a significant shift in this moon cycle for the better, and he feels that the money's coming. And Scotty Collins, I hope you take my abundance class. Matter of fact, let's pop that in the feed. We have a money class coming up. So if you're looking at how you can shift your perspective on money, how you can attract additional money into your life or totally reinvent yourself, totally, this is the time. Because money flows to those who are open and receptive. Money flows to you when you have no sense of lack, no sense of fear, no need to hold on, no belief of scarcity. Well, I think I just described most of our generations that have preceded us. And look, we are thrown right into the center of lack, scarcity, fear, uncertainty. So all of these energies are just popping all over the place. And how can you see things differently if that's what you're being continually bombarded with? Well, you have to be in tune with your birthright. And you are blessed by God and most certainly meant to have all that you desire. So we're going to put down some cards for the general group, and we're going to talk about the powerful retrogrades that are coming up. Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. Fly me to the moon. And then we're going to go backwards. So suddenly, those of you who were making progress pre-pandemic, then we got pushed on hold. To your great dismay, things are going to start pedaling backwards. But that does not mean just because the energy is going back that what you decide isn't going to be building momentum. It's just you may feel frustrated or stuck for a while. I know, a little more feeling stuck than where we've already been. But it's coming for you. And when it comes, this opening that comes for you, you need to have this singleness of purpose and this clarity. And really now's this window to decide what you want to do. You may not be able to take the action in its completion because there's a lot of resistance around in the energy, but you can take the action in the knowing and make a decision in the direction, and then the universe will start to open up the doors of possibilities after we go through some of these retrogrades and we begin to make some moves in the world. So you have to really have an idea of where you want to go, and you really want to tune in to the moon vision here and really connect. So let's see who else we've got here. Linda Love, music heals the soul. Yes, it does. We've got Lisa Devlin. Maureen Pucci says, I want to start taking Sarah's classes. Well, join us, Maureen Pucci, for our abundance class. Nesh Donaldson loves final Friday nights. Yes, Scotty Collins, catch you in class. Class is only $7, by the way. So we are here joining together. Last night we had an awesome class. I was so fortunate to hang with some really cool people for our full moon ceremony. So that was good. Alice Moore Caldwell, good to see you. Yes, soon we get to go for that martini, Alice, because it's almost time to get ourselves out and about. We will be giving messages individually too. So we're going to start here and see what we've got going on. And we're going to say hi to Helena, because Helena's hanging here with me. We just had some dinner and we were able to eat, and now we're ready to give you messages. We had to feed ourselves, right?
I need to turn my mic up. There we go. Yes, I had delicious eggplant parmesan.
Yes.
And bread and salad. It was great.
Yeah, we had an Italian pig out party tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, we were ready.
Yes.
And so we are really excited to share with all of you. So I've got these Gabriel cards here in my hands tonight. I'm feeling Gabriel's got some messages for all of you. So we want to see what we've got going on here. Juan Love says, class is always amazing. Thank you, Juan Love. We are tuning in here. Ella, how are you, Ella? So we're going to spread out our cards here. Let me move this a little bit. We are spreading out our Gabriel cards, and we're going to pull 3 cards here for all of you. From our Gabriel deck, Gabriel is the Archangel of Messages, if you didn't know that, and we are so excited to have you here. I just know we've got some really good messages coming up. And besides Archangel Gabriel cards, we have some mystical, magical wisdom cards here. So we're going to shuffle these up, and we're going to put these down for you as well. And this is for the collective. You know, we're coming into this really, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 punch coming in with these planets. So we really want to be ready for the changes that are coming. And now that we're attempting to integrate ourselves back into life, and we've been contemplating so much, make sure that what you take back out into the world is not your fear, because Lord knows there's been enough of that going on. So we just need to use our awareness. We do not need to be in a place of fear, because if you're in a place of fear, what you will attract will be exactly what you fear the most. Well, there's a mouthful. That'll teach us not to worry about things. And then we've got our little love cards, which I absolutely love these love cards. They really make me feel very safe and heart-centered. Take a look at how beautiful these are. So we are going to go to our love cards, and we're going to shuffle them up for you. And we're going to take a good look at what's changing around the world as well, because there's a big shift in the energy. And there's a lot going on, and I know a lot of you are having problems. We're taking 3 cards from our love deck. A lot of you are having problems discerning the truth from the lies. We don't know where the truth and the lies go on, and nobody really knows what they want to believe. They don't know what to believe, but you have to go inside for that. You really have to do your own work. You can't rely on someone else to tell you their version of the truth. You need to know what your version of the truth is. So we started with our Gabriel cards, and we are going to put our Gabriel cards down first, because Archangel Gabriel has a message. And like a newborn baby, your actions are growing your idea into reality. So for many of you, we've got our card cam here. We've got a new project, and that new project is really going to give you opportunities. So this is the time. Many of you might have started new projects in your quiet time. I know a lot of people did a lot of house projects, but heck, what new project can you start if you didn't start one during this downtime? Use that and focus on your new ideas, because there's a lot of good ideas. And then we have the editor. Many of you are thinking of writing or creating a program or putting something together. So we want to write. Those of you who want to write, this is the time to put that into motion for yourself. And then the next card up for us here is nurture yourself, which I think we've all been trying to do, but investing time and self-care in yourself will yield more energy for you. So this is time to nurture yourself. So I want you all to spend that time in the energy of self-care and self-nurturing. And then we're going to go into our mystical wisdom cards. We've got messages for all of you. And the first one down is a beautiful card, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Spirit, if there's one thing we all in a pandemic are not afraid to do after this experience, is fly solo. Because all by myself, don't want to be all by myself anymore. Oh my goodness, we've been by ourselves. We can fly solo, Spirit, but know that you can do it. There were some of you who didn't think you would be okay, and this kind of shut down on social connections, and you might have been used to being the person who's a little social butterfly, and you had to kind of learn to love yourself and keep yourself company. You know what I realized? I'm really good company. How about you? I was really liking myself there. So we have this beautiful card of self-reliance that comes up. And then the next card up is cheer up, and we need to live in the moment. So you want to live every moment for what it's worth, in its value, in its beauty, in its grace. And you're going to cheer yourself up. I mean, these times have really pulled on our heartstrings and, well, created a lot of angst, disappointment. I know many of you, you know, there's a financial wiggle going on here. There's a struggle, and we want to release the struggle, and we want to welcome and awaken this new abundance energy that's coming for you. And then here we have leadership. Set your goals. And I'll tell you, if there was ever a time to set your goals, now's the time. And this card's so beautiful because it has this beautiful lion in it. And I want to kind of zoom in on that little lion there. And it's so beautiful, and I absolutely love that energy. So think of the power that the lion brings, and this energy is so spectacular. So please be open to new ideas, set your goals, and let's make it happen, everyone, because this is a time with the moon choosing this power of Scorpio. It just lined up and they said, let's party together. It's bringing up a lot for you, but if you just release this energy that is holding you back, these fears, these worries, these concerns, these attachments, things that you think you can't live without or be without, be it a person, a thing, a job, a physical structure, let it go, let it go. Just let it go. Just go with the flow and let things go that no longer serve you. And we're going to go to our love card, and this is the beloved card. Though there may be, you may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, and love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this beautiful card of romance, let me turn it over if you can see the picture here. It's a beautiful heart card, and it's so spectacular. And it tells us that even though we're apart in the physical, true love transcends boundaries, transcends time, and knows no distance. So that is the energy of love that you want to create. If you don't have that with someone, that's the energy that you're looking to create. So I want everyone who's interested in creating that to say, that's my reality. My reality is to create a love that transcends time and knows no boundaries, because that's going to be so important for you. And we're going to take our next love card, and that's time. We're trying too hard. How many of you feel like you want love, you want that relationship, you need that person by your side, and you're trying, and you've been on online datings, and you're doing all these things, but it's not clicking, it's not happening. Sometimes we're trying too hard. So here, the wise tree says you're trying too hard, and you need to allow the energy to flow here. And we want to move open to the flow of the tree. Just goes with the wind. The tree does not resist the wind. It bends in the wind. And it's very rooted and grounded. It knows who it is. It knows what it wants. It knows what it needs. But it's willing to bend. And even to find the sunlight, it will redirect itself to grow and change here. And so here is the word time here. In the meantime, Helena, we'll put Helena cam on here.
Oh my God, because I match. Hold on, I gotta get my things together here. I'm matching that art on the card.
You are. You're matching the art on the card. Beautiful. So we don't plan our outfits here. We just kind of wing it, you know. So like 5 minutes before we go live, we're like, okay, Sarah Spiritual, what you wearing? It's like frenzy world here. I was reading up until 6:10. So here we are. We're still reading, we're still going, we're all together. And here we've got embrace. Through each other you can find missing pieces. You know, there's that saying from Jerry Maguire, you complete me. But in essence, no one person should complete you. You should just be able to have comparative connections that fit beautifully. But you have to be able to be your own foundation, your own individual. So here we go, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Because true love also mirrors what needs to grow, what needs to shift. And it enhances the other to grow. And I'll actually use a word that I hear often, inspired. You inspire someone. So it's important to be an inspiration to your partner, and your partner to inspire you as well. So this is a very strong foundation for love. And we thank you all who are joining us here, and share the page, continue to share this page and assist us in this journey here tonight of this full moon messages here, because we're going to focus tonight. It's all about you, all about your questions, all about the answers, all about what Spirit's got to share with all of you. I've got my pad and my pen. I've got my connections here. Got our loved ones on the other side. It's a powerful time. I know Mother's Day is coming. For some of you, it can be difficult because our moms are not with us during this time, and we know that we miss them dearly, but this is a time of nurturing and caring. And those of you who are mothers, I wish you a very happy Mother's Day this weekend. I hope that you are surrounded by equally socially distanced family members and just get to share that experience together. I know. I don't know how we're going to be socially distanced, but we'll give it a whirl, everyone. So, all right, we want to open up to some questions in a moment. Let's see what we've got going on. Let me say hi to a few more people here. Who else do we have here? We've got some amazing energy. Yes.
I got to get my lower third up so we can get our questions displayed for everybody. So
Yes.
make sure all your information is in one comment. That helps us answer as many questions as possible.
Absolutely. As many questions as possible we want to answer for all of you. And let's see here. Brianna's on. Hey, Brianna, good to see you. We got some happening things here. How did everyone feel on that full moon? That was a powerful moon, I got to say. After the class, I was like, okay, I'm supposed to sleep after that class, Spirit? I was buzzing after our full moon ceremony, just totally buzzing. And we had a beautiful candlelight ceremony. It was really a powerful ceremony, and it took me a long time to wind down from that. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I'm kind of staring at the ceiling going, I need to sleep, people. I needed to sleep. So we finally went to sleep, and we got ourselves nice and rested. Who do we have here, Helena? What questions do we have? What's going on, Helena?
I'm going to start on YouTube. I got Shelly on YouTube.
Hey, Shelly.
She would like to know what she can do to become more open-hearted to relationships. She says, I'm very blocked and wonder if my dad or stepdad on the other side have any insights, it seems like.
Have any insight? Well, you know, Shelly, the first thing that I see here for you is this is an expansive year for you. And last year was a year of learning what was important to you and stepping into your personal power and really trying to understand the meaning of what you want out of life. And the heart is still guarded because, you know, the heart was in this energy of misaligned souls, right? And so now we need to open up. And when I go into the energy of what comes for you in the future and being open to relationships, the relationship that I see for you to let someone in, is this I have a gentle soul individual here. And when I move you into the energy of August, I just feel like life starts to flow in a better flow of love and connection, and I feel like your heart gets ready to be opened coming into that time. But you know, the block is very deep with you, Shelly, because I feel as if we've had this energy of loss from actually a very early age, a disappointment, almost like a difficult time, and I feel as if it makes me feel as if maybe Dad passed a while ago, because I feel as if you feel or felt abandoned in some way and you weren't able to kind of find your flow of confidence. And although I would imagine stepfather steps in and is role model for you, I really feel the loss of father still to this day weighs heavy on you. And they're giving me, and it'd be good if I can have some feedback from Shelly on YouTube, but they're giving me the month of October is significant to birthday passing of someone in the family here. So we're going to leave that with you, Shelly, but you will begin to open up. Know that father, stepfather, and there's a grandfather on that end of your father's side is with you as well. So I see 3 men step forward. And so you will be all right, my dear. Thank you so much. And let's get some feedback on that October from you, Shelly, and YouTube, and then we'll pick back up with that because that was an important tidbit that they gave me. And in the meantime, who else do we have, Helena?
We're going to Facebook. We got Linda Love.
Linda Love. What's loving going on over there, honey?
Guess what she's wondering about?
Love, love, love. Yes. What does Linda Love get in the way of love? Well, first of all, Linda Love, I got to tell you that if last year was a little bumpy and made you feel like hashtag spirit guides, I quit, and maybe it was a little difficult, challenging, kind of threw you a couple of curveballs, I got to tell you that this year kind of wipes that slate clean. All right, we got off to a rocky start in 2020. I'm sorry, but it still wipes the slate clean. And Linda Love, you've been working on manifesting love, and you've been getting yourself ready to be ready for love and attracting divine partnership for you, because you know what it's like to be misaligned in love. And so for you, Linda Love, we're going to pull some love cards for some insight on that, because I feel like it's really important for you to have this energy of love for yourself. So let's take a look at what we've got here, and we are going to pull 2 cards for you from our love deck. I love love readings. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another often, all qualities you require often are qualities you both possess. So if you don't like what you see, so be careful that as you're mirroring this energy of what you want, you're not focusing too much on what you don't want, because that will become the quality that you will attract. And I'm going to put that in my little cam there for you to see this beautiful card. And then we've got Linda Love. I think it's going to be worth the wait, because this love card, I'm going to say bam. I feel like Emerald. I need to be cooking. I got a fire burning for you, girl. We got the Twin Flame card. Twin Flame card is this absolute divine love, Linda Love, and there you go. You got your Twin Flame. Your passion ignites. So when you meet this person, reunited and it feels so good. It's going to be a reuniting of 2 hearts and souls meant to be together. It'll be worth the wait, honey. It'll be worth the wait. Did we get an answer back on YouTube about that October for me?
She said her dad died September 22nd, 2008.
2008, yeah. Yeah, because they had that vibe of October, just September 22nd, 2008. And when did stepdad die? Here, I want to. Powerful. So we'll see if she get back to us, Shelley, on stepdad here, because we've got a lot of people on Shelley's side of the family coming through now, so they haven't left the Sarah Spiritual Building, so we're going to continue to work with them and take that through. Who else do you have for me, Helena?
Next, I have Shantae Shannon asking,
Shantae.
what do you see for me business-wise in the near future?
Shantae, Shannon, I feel as if it's time to do a little reinvention. I feel like entrepreneurial self-expression is going to be really important for you, Shantae. And when I look at this energy, this is a year of growth for you. And I feel like something, a project or something you were working on, something that was defining you in career or work, begins to close down and end. And I don't say that with any fear or worry around it. I feel like we step away from one thing and we kind of build ourselves into our own entrepreneurial, re-identify, recalibrate ourselves. And when I move you into this energy, the first thing that they tell me is that next year of 2020 brings you great creativity. Like, I feel like you are inspired beyond belief. And you're connecting and meeting with people, and we can't do it on a lockdown, honey. So by the time next year comes, you really picked up a lot of momentum, and I really feel like we've got a new entrepreneurial project, spirit, direction that's coming for you. So thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
I got that date from Shelley for stepdad, July 8th, 2016.
July 8th, okay. And who's the man who had the problem in the heart, almost feels like the artery, and that's for Shelley here, because there's a man who's talking to me about his heart, and there's a difficulty in the valve or the rhythm of the heart, or something's wrong with the heart here. So we're going to leave that with Shelley. She'll get back to us. We'll keep it going. Who else do we have?
Next, I'd like to go to Caitlin Marie She says, help me. She's also asking if her and Megan are on the right path as far as business.
Yes, Caitlin. Help me. You know, you are on the right path. Obviously, you got thrown a little curveball, as did many of us. But I do feel strongly that it's going to work out. I mean, we do need to stick to what we do well. And we need to move things in the direction that we've chosen. You have to give it a try. Here we go. Law of attraction. Keep your thoughts positive and surround yourself with positive people and situations. So that which you focus on, my dear Caitlin, is going to be that which you create. The next one that showed up has to do with your personal life, which has to do with your vulnerability. Listen to your vulnerable feelings. They contain wisdom and inspiration. So when you let your guard down and you don't have your walls up, you can truly feel all the feelings you have. So right here in the cam, we've got the law of attraction, Helena. And then I'm also going to put up for Caitlin right here her vulnerability, because it's really important for her to be vulnerable. And, you know, I love that card. And I love that thought for you, Caitlin, that you get to be vulnerable. And you have to express your truth. And that includes to your love partner as well. So I know, help me. She sent out a Sarah Spiritual SOS, and she's like, Sarah Spiritual forgot me. You and Megan need to have clarity in what you want to do next in this business, how you want to kind of circumvent some of the circumstances and conditions that have been put into place, and then you just want to keep moving, honey. This doesn't stop you. It just asks you to be more creative. You can't just abandon ship now. We have to do something. So move yourself forward, and all will be well. And I think people will be happy to see you back in business, but with a new environment. So thank you, Caitlin. Help me, help me. We got you, baby. Who else do we have here?
Going back to Shelley, she said that man was her father.
It's her father. Okay, so thank you to your dad for coming through, because I know there's a great loss and missing of your dad here. So thank you, Shelley. I'm glad we were able to make that connection for you. Sometimes they come through like Wi-Fi. They're there and they kind of waver, and then they come through, but they are there with you, and you are very well protected, and true love is coming for you. Life will come together for you. Who else do we have here?
Next I have Nita.
Nita.
Nita's asking, what should I do other than meditating and praying to use my gifts fluently?
Take a Sarah Spiritual class, girl. I'm not kidding. You want to learn how to open up and how to discern energies. You want to strengthen your connection. And meditating's good. Praying is imperative, everyone. Please don't use meditation as your substitution for prayer. Prayer has its own energy, its own power. I know people pray and they say it's like meditating. People meditate and they say it's like praying. And I'm like, no, two totally different things. So we want to pray because we want to praise. We want to connect with God. We want to glorify that energy. We want to build that vulnerable connection. We meditate so we can be still and we can hear our inner self, our inner soul. And through that, God will speak to you. But prayer has its power, and sometimes prayer can move mountains if you just consistently pray and you focus your energy. So besides those two things, study. And what do you study? You want to go not to just anything you see on the internet. You want to go to reliable sources. I personally recommend the I Am Decree books, because they teach you how to have power over every circumstance and condition. Learn to work with the energy of candles and focusing your attention. You can go to my website, sarahspiritual.com, and there's a whole host of classes that I've taught that are available for download. So you can get an idea, see what classes speak to your soul, how to talk to your spirit guides, how to bridge a connection to your angels, we're going to have a class on how to bring in the money, because Lord knows we need some bacon out there in the world, because there ain't no bacon in the store either. So we're going to need to make our own bacon, people. And we need to make our abundance in our life, and it's our birthright. Continue to nurture your gifts, Nayla and Nita, and trust that everything's going to come together for you. You are on the right track. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go back to YouTube. We have Anne.
Anne, good to see you, Anne.
Anne's been doing some more inner work during this time and would appreciate a little more direction from Spirit.
You're learning to let go of what your expectation was of being spiritual, and you're learning to let go of the fear or the hesitation and just allowing Spirit to kind of come in, come through, and really embrace you, and for you to embrace Spirit and the gifts that Spirit brings. And as you, Anne, move forward in this journey, your Spirit wants you to know that they are preparing you for the years to come, not today, not tomorrow, and maybe not even by the end of the year, but for you to stand fully in your power, and you will attract the people in your life for love, for friendships that are part of the experience of spirituality, and you will be attracting like-minded people and equal vibrational matches. And they also want you to know that your time to be by yourself on your own in relationship is really coming to a close. I see some solidification in energy of romance and love. So thank you, Anne, and thank you for, I know you take our classes, thank you so much for being a part of that experience too. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here?
Next, I have Grace Conright asking, she says, I feel some bad energy around me today. It's been intense. What do I need to do to shift this?
You know, that's a great question, Grace, because a lot of people have been feeling this very heavy energy, this uncomfortable energy coming out of the moon. Some people feel a little lighter, and a lot of people feeling really heavy. Remember, we're drudging up old insecurities and beliefs and hurts and pains. And I got to tell you, Grace, that as you're in that low vibration and we're trying to release it, sometimes it becomes a magnet. So what you can do to release that energy is to clear your energy through prayer, meditation, Palo Santo stick, sage will do. Of course, I have some Sarah spiritual sprays, but I know you don't have them in your back pocket, but that would be a wonderful benefit for you as well. Grace, I want you to ask yourself this question. Who inside of me is afraid to grow? What part of me doesn't feel worthy to receive all the blessings of God? Where does that early childhood memory come from? And when you identify that memory and you reassure yourself that you are one with God and you are capable of being connected to God, everything can happen wonderfully for you. You'll be able to shake it off. I would suggest praying the 23rd Psalm tonight 9 times in a row before going to bed. Perhaps you'll wake up feeling brand new tomorrow, Grace Conright. Thank you for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here tonight?
I got Brianna.
Brianna. What's going on, Brianna?
She says, Dear Sarah, Lord, will my love boat ever arrive to shore?
She's sitting on the dock of the bay, watching this time just drift away, Brianna. Ain't nobody showing up here. That's all right. You're not on the deserted island for long. Love is coming, but let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this, Brianna. Take a good look. You have been working on yourself, creating better relations with yourself, and kind of attracting people that weren't the right fit for you. So then you kind of went into lockdown hermit mode, and in the lockdown hermit mode, you really learned how to love yourself, be patient with yourself, and focus your attention and intention on what you needed to create. So the love boat's coming. You're still in a journey of self-love, self-appreciation. And the deeper you fall in love with yourself, like, mwah, mwah, I love me, mwah, mwah, I want to marry me, oh, I love me. The more you're in that energy, Brianna, the easier it's going to be to attract the right partner. So you're going to be sitting on the dock of the bay for just a little bit more time. Then it's going to come. So just sit there a while longer, catch some fish, just hang for a while. Give it a few months. It'll all turn around, Brianna. You're getting ready for great love in your life. So first love is love you. Thank you, Brianna, for your Facebook question. Be well wherever you are. I think Brianna's up in Pennsylvania, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, when you're in the feed, everyone, let me know where you're at, where you're from. Always good to see where people are. I love that. Who else do we have?
Next, I have Maureen asking about a family member that she's taking care of with a serious mental illness. He's not able to work or maintain an apartment on her own, and her place isn't big, but she knows she's she needs to help him because no one else is willing to. Will things get better for him, and will he be able to maintain any type of independence? She says her heart breaks for him.
This is a complicated question because he's not getting the proper medical care or assistance that he needs to balance out his energy. And I know you want to help him, but we need to find another solution as well, because no, your place is not big enough, and because he's very erratic, it's going to kind of drain your life force. So you really need to keep your energy locked up, pure and bright in your light. You want to keep your house clear, because his struggles are it's very inconsistent. We just don't know. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose, but if it is something along an erratic, like bipolar kind of energy, I'm just feeling like these really highs and lows. And so he's got to get balance, and he needs the right medical help, and that's not something you can do for him. You can give him shelter, but you have to have a plan as to where he goes next as you give him that shelter in your house. Otherwise it will become it could become very detrimental to your experience if he has to stay there too long. So you want to kind of tread carefully and get the assistance you need so that he can get the help that he needs. Thank you, Maureen, and we send you much love and light during this difficult time, and I know you're acting from your heart, so live from your heart, but also get the right support for this circumstance and situation. Thank you, Maureen. Who else do we have?
Next I have Bling Krishna.
Bling Krishna.
Would like to know about the future love and future partner.
Hello,
Future.
Bling. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, future love, future partner. You know, when I look at that energy here, what year is he born? 90? Oh, 6? Okay. So when I look at that future energy of future partner, I got 2 years coming here. I really feel it's not quite 2 full years, but I take you into 2021, end of into 2022. So we've got about 18 months of energy that still has to settle in for you to find a really solid future partner. So be open and receptive to that. And I feel like the person that you meet is someone who's very kind, caring, open, and connected and supportive of you. So thank you so much, Link, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
I'm seeing lots of new names in here too. Hello to all our new friends.
Hello to everyone who's new. Thank you so much for joining us, and let us know where you're from so we have that connection here. Who else we got?
Yes, we got Riet down in New Zealand.
Hey, New Zealand.
She says, I think I'm missing a concept in my cleaning business. Is there any message about what can be missing? Also, is it the right path to become a partner with Alyssa?
Okay, let's see here. So Alyssa. See, Alyssa's a strong personality here, and not that you're not strong, but you have to have clear-cut instructions as to what role Alyssa would play, and you both have to be in an agreement. I know you're asking a lot of questions. You're talking about your business. You're talking about Alyssa. Any messages for love for you? So let me just work with the business one for you for right this minute. So I feel like there's this opportunity to connect on a bigger scale for your cleaning business. I feel as if you're not connecting in a marketing strategy in the right way where people realize the value of your service, and there's just a deeper connection that has to be made in this cleaning business. And when I look at it, I see you moving yourself into a direction of different clientele. So I feel like you don't have the right end user or clientele for the business, and that's where I feel there's some inconsistencies in the business. Now, if Alyssa brings to the table some other skill sets than what you have, then it can work. But again, everyone needs to understand who does what role. Alyssa likes to be in charge. You like to be in charge. So I don't want to see you guys be kind of murked up with that. but it is a good start for you. Value you provide, the quality of service, the value of service, the dependability, and you need the right end user clients, and the marketing is not there, that strategy is not in place. That's what Spirit has for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to keep hanging with us, and I look forward to talking to you in the future about your love life. Thank you so much, Rhett. Who else do we have?
Let me see what this one it is.
Okay, great.
I got Kimberly P on YouTube. She's feeling a little distraught. She's worried about her birth mother doing something she could is possibly scared about. She's not sure what she should be doing.
I would love to know, Kimberly P., about your birth mom's birthday. If I can have that information here, because in order for me to know what her next step is going to be, I need the path of her soul. So if we can put Kimberly P. on hold here, and I'll just start the energy with Spirit. Because Kimberly, this is you're supposed to really be feeling unconditional love and self-appreciation and not be caught up in all of this drama that I see going on here. So thank you, Kimberly P. Who else do we have?
She actually came back in the feed. She says she's not sure, but she knows it's in January.
Okay. I don't know. I see this is the word they give me, honey. I see your birth mom being a little disruptive or disturbed. So I feel like there's an imbalance going on with her, and it may be mental because that's what it feels like to me. I would say to ask Archangel Michael to be with your birth mom and keep her safe, and for the angels to whisper to her exactly what is the right thing for her to do. And you are on a new path for your life, and do not allow fear to kind of take you off this beautiful path that I see that you're on, Kimberly P., because you're on a great path of self-love, self-appreciation, and actually the personal power to create anything that you want. So I don't want you distracted by this, because it's simply just that, a distraction taking you off the path to your path for greatness. So thank you. It's pulling on a lot of emotional baggage for you as well, Kimberly P. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Next I have Jessie Nin asking, what does the rest of 2020 have in store for me?
That's the $1 million question, Jessie Nin, for all of us. What does 2020 have in store? Lord knows there was a curveball here. Let me pull up that birthday there. You know, this is a really important year of a soul search for you as to what changes you want to make, and really kind of stepping into who you've come to be. So I feel like there's a work, job, shift, change, idea, and career. We want to kind of have a new attitude, a new way of being. And I feel like what you have to do, especially coming out of this, well, interesting beginning of 2020, to say the least, that you want to step into an energy that is strong and supportive and fruitful and has advantageous experiences and has a difference, makes a difference. So if you look at the month of November at the end of 2020, I feel as if that's when some doors open for some potential for change. So if you've been thinking about making a change in career and work, look for those door openings, because it's a chance to transform yourself, and you'll feel better about your day-to-day activities. Thank you so much, Jessie Nin. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Next I have Tina Sparks. She says, I'm not clear on what I'm supposed to do next and when. Any assistance with that?
Well, there's a lot of uncertainty around you because you haven't just had your realization as to what would make Tina happy. And that's almost unfamiliar, because Tina's been kind of caught up in pleasing other people and just sustaining life. And Tina, you know, the when is totally up to you, but to kind of stay the course at this minute for as long as you can work beautifully for you, because as things start to shift into a different pattern of realizations on the planet globally, you'll have a better idea where your niche will be. There's too much uncertainty across the globe for you to wake up tomorrow and go, this is what I want to be, and I feel ready for it. Because there's another purpose here of this status quo of life that you've been living, as it's also that you are here in this energy to support your family, care for people, and be available energetically for that. So this slow up or this uncertainty isn't as much of a, I don't know, disruption as you might view it as, or the uncertainty isn't as vague as it appears. It is just a time where we need to just continue, and I know you don't want to hear this, but you want to continue and be still, because by being still, things can really open up for you in God's time, not just your time. Thank you so much, Tina Sparks. I know we'll be talking about some of this someday in the very near future. I just have a Sarah spiritual feeling. There's a meeting coming. What else do we have here?
I got Crystal next. Crystal is confused about what is going on with love. She's coming to us from Orlando.
Hey, Crystal. I know that you're kind of in this uncomfortable place here, and you're feeling as if you're abandoned. And you're also feeling like you don't know the whole story, or there's an untruth. And sometimes you have to let things finish playing out. And so Spirit is telling me to tell you patience. The love experience, it may be appearing weird and different, but I can tell you that there's some aspect of that that isn't over, and that's what we're waiting for it to come back around, so you can really get a grasp as to whether you want that in your life after all, and if they are able to commit the way we want them to. You know, I feel like it's been a great learning curve for you and a great time for you to trust the universe. So give this some time, and don't worry, Crystal, things are going to work out. You just have to be patient with this. I see a lot of confusion around your partner, and we just got to let them find their way. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. How's everybody doing on Facebook? Good to see everybody. We got Melanie Ruiz on. Good to see you.
Got a lot of new faces popping in.
Got a lot of popping faces here. Good to have everybody. Deborah's on. Good to see you. Jessie Lynn Martin's on. Danielle Dixon's on as well. Thank you so much. William's on. William's on. Good to see you, William. Selena, how's this moon been feeling for you? What's the moon brought up for you? Let's talk.
Oh, wow.
Talk about putting her on the spot, right?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, relationships especially, and then just kind of getting a lot of answers on things that I was kind of overthinking, and then not really having answers about regarding friendships and things like that. And then I kind of feel things physically too, and kind of been having some headaches, like my old headaches that I used to get before I met you. And those were like my bad headaches. And it's interesting because a lot of things from 2012 are popping up. As we know from the astrology, that's what's been kind of nagging at us. So it's been very interesting to shift past a lot of those thought patterns and really kind of see them up close and in my face.
So was that at the time of change for you, Helena, back then?
Oh, significantly.
How did I know?
And I actually was thinking a lot about my first reading with you. That's what I was thinking about last night when I was also up at 12:30 in the morning. I remember having this feeling of wanting to help people and be part of an outreach or something like that. And then I was like, wait, I'm doing that already. And I remember you just kind of looking at me like this weird wink in your eye and a weird smile, and half of it was me sitting there crying and you just nodding and giving me this look.
I know, I make everybody cry, everybody. That's just what I do the best, yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the look was just like Spirit kind of knew what was coming.
Yeah, because, you know, sometimes, and I say this to everyone, because a lot of you are at a crossroad and you're not sure what you want to do next, and or how it's really going to play out, and, you know, what comes for us. And in that uncertainty, you know, and the impatience, we have to let things just unfold. And sometimes there's a knowing or a feeling that everything's going to be okay, but it might not be something that anyone can articulate, because you still have to be patient and wait it out. I mean, that's part of the truth of the journey here. So We're going to pull a couple of cards for the group because we got some new people joining us here. And I want to pull a couple of cards. I'm feeling really drawn to these Gabriel cards tonight. And I feel like there's some messages for everybody that we want to hear, as we're also going to continue to answer some private messages for people. We've been on for a bit tonight. And let's see, we're going to be at the center tomorrow in West Palm Beach for a little curbside pickup. I guess eventually we'll be opening up the center again for customers through our normal way, but for right now we are still adhering to what has been placed before us. So divine guidance, the idea of you are receiving a heaven-sent answer to your prayers. So there's divine guidance for all of you who are uncertain. Then I here in my cam, I can show you that we have divine guidance here, Helena, and this card kind of says it all. And essentially, when you said, I was kind of looking at you like, oh, don't worry, little one, I know the answer, but I can't tell you. It's not that I can't tell you, it's just that they don't tell me except for the feeling. So this way I don't have to hold back or keep a secret. They figure if we don't tell her, she ain't got nothing to tell. So I just get the vibe of it's all going to be good. And so the divine guidance is going to come to all of you that are in uncertain times, and you're going to get that answer when you least expect it, and it's going to come with a sense of peace and a wonderful energy. And then there's some of you here that are really being drawn to want to help children. And this has been a difficult time for children to be taken from what's familiar. You know, they have their schools, they're not in their schools. Some children are in family homes where, you know, they have to be homeschooled, and that's just, not only is it not a forte, but some children don't live in a very good home environment. So now they're spending even more time there. And so a lot of children are feeling disappointed and lost and out of sorts here. So it's an important time for all of you to just be open to taking care of children, looking out for children. And there's some of you online that are really here because you're meant to take care of children, as that's going to be your mission on this earth. Some of you are teachers, you are caretakers, so this is a very important card for many people who are here in the group. Who else do we have here, Helena?
Next, I have Marisol, and she's asking, how do I need to show up for my husband? And she's got both birthdays there for you.
Okay. So first of all, your husband is a pretty set in his ways kind of guy, steady kind of energy. But I don't feel as if you're both speaking the same love language, if that makes any sense to you. I think you two should take the test, the 5 love languages. There's a book called The 5 Love Languages, written by Gary Chapman, and that is such an important book. And I feel if you take that test and understand how you convey your messages, because I feel like your husband needs words of appreciation and affirmations, and you know, I feel like he is kind of locked down in himself, Marisol, a bit. So the relationship itself is a lovely relationship. It's just we're missing the boat in communication. So our goal is to reconnect in the communication, and that will open up the authenticity, and that will also open up the intimacy, because without true communication, it's really difficult to have magnificent intimacy, Marisol. Thank you so much, Marisol. I would love to have a private session with you. I feel like we could delve into this so much more. And thank you so much for asking us a question on Facebook. Who else do we have here?
Going to YouTube.
Going to go to YouTube. And if you'd like to have a personal session with me, you can go to sarahspiritual.com/sessions, I can talk, I swear. And you can request a general session with me, and we can talk about everything. And you'd be surprised what people can ask and how much information Spirit gives in a 30-minute session. We just bang it right out there. They're pretty quick. Who do we have here?
I got client Casey on YouTube asking, they'd like to know what is in the near future for love. Have I met the one?
The one. Love, where are you? Why don't you come to me? Love. That's one of the songs I want you to put on reverb. That would be a great song, Helena. Love, where are you?
I gotta dig
Why don't you come to me, love? Yeah, that's one of Sarah Spiritual's original songs. You haven't heard that one? Oh my God. Oh, it's a great song. It's a great, those channeled songs we get, watch. If Spirit says now we got to channel a song, I got to tell you, everything's all set up totally different. If you want to watch us run, watch us run. But let me go back to Client Casey. Client Casey, have you met the one? Let's see where we are here in the journey of the story of my life. Begins with you. Starts the day you came and ends the day you leave. You know, you're ready for the one. You are ready for the one. I just feel that the one you met is not quite, they're not quite ready for you, girl. So we're going to have to let this pace out a bit, because I feel as if this individual is just not quite ready to be the one yet. So you want to be careful to just allow it to flow naturally. Remember, men chase, women choose. Be careful not to go into the role of, in your knowing that this is such a vibrant connection, you don't pinch it off in the process. But I can tell you this. This I can tell you. When I see this energy, I will tell you that next year is really so important. 2021, I was like, what year are we in, please? Can we just block out 2020, the year that never happened? Can we just skip a year, everybody? But for you, Client Casey, I got to tell you, 2021 is this sense of community and celebration and love. So if there was ever a time to get married, for you, 2021, I'm there. I'll sing at the wedding. So just give this person you met time to come to you, come to you, come to you. You're going to be like, come to me, come to me, come to me, baby. Let them come to you and let them set this pace for you. That'll be most advantageous. You know, I find a lot of times people kind of chase someone and kind of push them right out of their life. Who else do we have here?
I got one more love question for you on YouTube from Linda.
Linda, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Yay.
What you got on love for Linda?
Linda, let's see. Let me pop up that birthday for me. I got it, okay. Oh, I see this. This is a good story. So, Linda, this year is, I know we're asking about love, but I got to tell you what my spirit guides tell me. Just rolling up my sleeves to give you the answer there, because it's a year of career for you this year. It's a year of setting some workload off to the side and kind of building up a different vibration for your career. It's like a time to make some moves, some changes, something that solidifies career so you feel very well supported. So if you're thinking of making a move or getting a promotion or advancement, this is the time to do that. And Linda, what I want to also tell you is that love is, well, what about love? Love is an answer for you. And if you are open and receptive, because I feel like there's a little bit of a guard here with you. And if I take you back to I got to go back to 2013. I feel like there was relationship difficulty, something, or some heartache, some disappointment. So I kind of feel like you've been a little guarded and not quite been on the right track for love. But this is a time where love starts to come once you get this career thing and work kind of a little more settled. They kind of give me a book, so I don't know if there's a follow-up study or a learning that you wanted to do that will supplement this current job or get you ready for another job. So keep that in mind. Give us some feedback, Linda. Good to have you here with us on YouTube. Love to have you. We're getting any feedback here in the feed here? Who's with us here? What do we got going on?
I'm going to go to Nesh Donaldson next.
Yes.
She says, I'm worried about my sister and I have to leave her in a few days. Will she be okay?
Do I have the sister's birthday? Yes, got
Yes.
it. Okay. So your sister will be all right. She's on a little bit of a soul journey and she's really got to help find herself. I know there's a lot of confusion around her, so she's not quite set in what she needs to do, but I want you to just hold the vision for her, and she will be fine. She will be, I know you don't want to leave her, but she will be okay. And it's important for you to leave because you have some things that you have to handle. And this year is also important for you because I don't know, Nesh, what work you're looking to create, but there's some work coming for you. So thank you, Nesh Donaldson, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, I have Leah Love asking, what is my life path?
Leah Love, what is my life path? Let me take a look, Leah Love. Let's see here. You know, your path is really, Leah Love, to be a leader, to be a mentor, to be a guide for people. And there's so many different ways we can articulate that. But I feel as if you are here to help other people. And I don't want to say as a healer. I really mean like lead a project, lead a mission, lead a not-for-profit, something along those lines, because you are really meant to be in the front line public. Even if you have a public persona and you are like a personality or a performer, that energy is going to give you an opportunity to move forward. We now have a pet fly in the room. What is this here? I have a pet fly, apparently. He's right there. So we are going to, for Leah Love, we're going to take a Gabriel card because Gabriel is the messenger. And we're going to, Helena.
I got him.
Oh, sorry, Buddha. She killed one of your people.
Okay.
So, all right. So we've got some cards for Leah here. Leah Love, what's your life path? And interesting here, the first card from Gabriel that I'm going to pull for you, Leah Love, is vision board. It's really important for you to have your vision board up. This is an important time. Make a vision board of the qualities of life that you want to have. So we'll let Helena put it on our cam card here. And we've got a retreat. Not that we haven't been on enough of a retreat, Leah Love, but let me tell you, you need to kind of go on a little retreat and spend some time with yourself so that you can do some journaling, because I feel like you have a lot of great ideas and we need to kind of organize them. They pulled 4 cards for you here. Creative expression. So again, you want to explore your creativity. There is creative expression. You have a vision board to set up, express your creativity. You have a retreat for yourself, and birth, new life. It's time to birth new, happy, and exciting ideas. So you have not put your foot upon the path just yet, but you are well on your way, and you're going to birth a new project, a new career. And I feel as if something that puts you in a leadership role, in whatever arena makes you feel passionate, is going to be the best place for you to be. And I know this is a very pivotal time for you, and you're putting your foot upon the path of setting the motion of your career. Be kind and gentle to yourself and allow it to unfold. Who else do we have here, Helena?
Next, I have Ruve Reedy saying she's seeing some hieroglyphics on her arms happening. She's got an Egyptian soul life that she now feels. She's got positive changes and lots of love pouring into the planet. What Spirit got to say about that?
Walk like an Egyptian. That's what I say. You know what? I feel like you're really tapping into, and I'm going to use a phrase, the 7 rays. You're tapping into the 7 rays of the Ascended Masters, and that energy is lining up with you. So you're tapping into those energy rays, and they're infusing you with the transformational colors that are literally up-leveling your spiritual frequency. So keep working through that energy and tap into that Egyptian soul, because it's going to be a powerful one for you. So thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, I have Lourdes Gomez asking about her partner. Where is it heading? This is a new relationship she's in.
Let's take a look at that partnership here. You know, it's going to be a little difficult for those of you in partnerships. It might be, I'm not going to project, it may be a challenge to start new relationships and have them move forward. You know, Venus, planet of love, is going retrograde, so lot of things may come up, so you have to kind of be patient with each other. And your partner is very strong-willed and very precise, and they kind of like things just so. But I feel as if they are open and they do well with the right partner that's very nurturing, and they need to feel encouraged. So this new relationship is still in a getting to know you stage. We will know in the month of July if this relationship is a go, because you don't know each other's personalities enough. But I will say that they are a solid person and they are looking for partnership. They do well by themselves. So for them, it has to be the right partner. Otherwise, they don't need the hassle. So you two need to make sure you're on the same page. You'll know a little bit more about this relationship and the viability of the relationship for the long term once July comes. Thank you so much, Lourdes Gomez, for that Facebook question. Good luck on that new relationship, remembering that a lot of planets are going retrograde. Saturn, Venus, Jupiter. So things are looking a little dicey around relationships. So we got to not take things so seriously and get all bent out of shape. Who else do we have?
Next, I have Jessie Lynn. She's reaching out about her friend Adnan. Oh, actually, Adnan asked this question. Here we go.
Okay,
Jessie was so nice. She wanted to get Adnan on here so bad. He's always helping everyone. He's asking, what do you see in my love life and money?
Okay. Adnan. Where's Adnan from? Where are you, Adnan? Where do you live? I like to know where people reside. It's always good for me to know that. So 10/18. Adnan, you've got a powerful, powerful time of love and networking this 2020. It's a powerful time for you to connect. It's a powerful time for you to feel the energy of who you've come to be. And I feel as if once we kind of spin you out of the summer, you pick up a lot of momentum in finances. I feel like there's some business advancement movement that comes for you, but with financial reward. And then when I look at your love life here, this is the perfect time for the development and the connection of love and sustainability love. So I feel as if love is something equally as important as money for you. And I feel like they both kind of take off on the ground running as we come out of the summer. Paying particular attention to where you put the money and the intention of the money for the creation of the work that you desire. Because I feel like you overthink things and you get in your own way. So get out of your head. When you get the gut feeling to do something, just do it, man. Don't overthink it. It gets too complicated. Who else do we have here?
Adnan is up in Canada, in
Canada.
Ontario.
Yes,
Ontario.
great.
I got Angela Heaven asking about love life and job.
Love life. Angela Heaven. Let's take a look at your love life here and see what we got here. Okay, well, I don't know if last year was like a bumpy love year for you, but it feels like there was a breakup or a disconnect somewhere in the 2019 time. I feel like we're getting ready for new love, and when I move you into this energy, the first thing they make me aware of is that I don't know that we've been attracting people that we're equally yoked to. So now we're in this energy of whatever the relationship bump was, if we're still with that partner or there was an official divide. Now we're in the energy where you need to be true to yourself and you need to wipe the slate clean. You cannot carry the story of the past relationships, past experiences, and past hurts with you moving forward. You must release them. This is the time for you to really articulate what you want in love and for love to show up at your door as you desire it. It's a powerful year, and you are a master creator, and you're so intuitive and intense in your energy that not everybody can run with you and vibe with you, and that's okay, because you really need that strong match. But when I look at the energy and what is meant for you in this clean slate, as you really set some solid intentions and momentum in love, I see powerful union of divine love, true love in the 2021. So even if we're in a relationship now, there's still another level the relationship has to have. But love seems spotty around you, so I don't really feel we're quite connected in the right way. But 2021 really puts you on that level. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. So good to see everybody here. Let me say hello to everybody. Adam, thank you so much. It's good to have you here. Good to have everybody here. Adam wants to know, when am I going to get rich? If I were a rich man. Na 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 na. All right, well, we all want to get a little rich here. Let's see. We got Rachel.
Sarah singing Gwen Stefani. That's a new one for me.
What am I singing?
Gwen Stefani?
No.
She does a version of that one. She does a version of that one.
Because that's from Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, I know, but she like swings that one in one of her songs.
Really?
Yeah, she
I
does.
didn't
She
hear her
does.
do
I'll
that
have to
song. I
send you
gotta
that
see.
one.
You gotta send me that one. Okay, who else do we have here in our feed?
I got Tammy Gazzero
Tammy.
asking, next journey after retirement.
Oh, Tammy, you get to reinvent yourself. Lucky, lucky you. So, Tammy, so we should be retiring at the end of 2020 is kind of how it feels to me, or the very beginning of 2021. We're closing out the chapter. First thing I see is probably not happening anytime soon, is I do see some travel and movement coming for you. And then I feel as if, Tammy, that you have this energy of earth, nature, connections. I see this energy of your wanting to be of assistance and help people, and even maybe even the animal planet. So I feel like your next venture has a much more spiritual, connective flair. It's like we step away from the worldly ways and we step you into what your soul has come to be, your purpose and your passion. And when I spin you into 2022, you are on this new path, new track. I don't really see you tired for long. I feel like you will always be doing something to make a difference, and they tell me you want to give back. So I see that very much around you. Thank you so much, Tammy Gazzero, for your Facebook question. Let's take a look at what else we've got for the group here, because these are important times for everybody, and we're going to take a look and see what we've got going on here. Lourdes Gomez is on. Good to see you, Dee Allen. Everybody's on for us here. Hey, Tina Calloway, good to see you. Hope everyone joins us for our money class. We want to, Lord, we need you to show us the money. If there's ever a time we need you to show us the money, because what check? So who mailed a check? I don't know who got a check, but everyone's a lot of people I know waiting on a check. So we can't wait on the check. Abundance is our birthright, and we want to learn how to create money. So we're not going to wait on a check. We're going to make our own money. If a check shows up, mazel tov. If not, I don't even know what to tell you. And I know for a lot of us, this has brought up a lot of fear and a lot of lack. We're going to take our mystical wisdom cards, and I'm looking at the group and who we got here, and I'm kind of pulling some cards here. Hey, Isabella Fox, good to see you. Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. I tell you what, that deserves a cam pitch, because we got to live life with the dragonfly to the fullest. Because one thing I think we learned from this experience is that you got to live life like you're dying, because you don't know, right? They kind of filled that with our heads. Let's go ahead and pick another card. And memories. Memories all alone in the moonlight. Cherish your memories. I can smile at the old days. Memories of your loved ones. I know our loved ones are very much around us, strong presence of our loved ones during this time. They've been supporting us from the heavens as we navigate our difficult times here. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory live again. Memories, yes indeed. We all got some good memories, and we want to remember our loved ones and really explore. Adam says, I'm going treasure hunting after the summer. Thank you. Well, that sounds interesting. Bring me back some buried treasure, Adam. That would be great. Who else do we have here?
That's cool. I wonder what kind of treasure. That sounds fun.
Let's go on a Sarah spiritual treasure hunt. Who's in? Let's go, everyone. Start packing. We're going. We are out. Who else has a question here?
I got Deborah.
Deborah.
She's feeling unsure about career. What should she do? What's
You
going
know,
on?
I know you're feeling unclear, and when we are in confusion, God is not the author of confusion, so you need to allow things to shift for you. So what I would say to you, Deborah, is to just be still for right now and give yourself till October before you really make any official decisions. I feel like there's too much in the air kind of pulling on you, and you don't have a clear-cut direction as to what you want to do next. But I feel as if the career that you have is not going to really sustain the way you wanted it to, so it is time for a change. You need the inspiration to decide what you want to do next. So thank you, Deborah, for that question, and we wish you much light and clarity here. My pet fly is back, so I don't know where he came from.
I'm gonna get that one too.
Who else do we have?
I got birthday lady Amy in the house.
Amy, happy birthday.
She wants to know what her healing gift is.
You have the powerful healing gift. First of all, Archangel Raphael steps forward with you, and Archangel Gabriel. You are a messenger, you are a way shower, you are the being that holds the light, and you actually heal with your words and with your presence. And in the healing energy, I actually feel like you're very good at reading people's energy. So if I were to call you a bit of a medical intuitive, I could definitely say that.
It's like, what are you doing with the card over there?
Yeah, I don't know. There's just one too many bugs here. I don't know what happened. Somebody must have left the barn open because we got bugs. Anyone who knows Sarah Spiritual? I am not feeling bugs. They're going to crowd my stage. I'm not sharing this with no bugs. We got messages for everybody here. So I got to tell you, Amy, Kelly, I got to tell you that your healing gift is here, but I want you to relax the desire to control this and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom and realize that everything will work out beautifully. They want you to kind of let this one go for now and know that God is going to open up this beautiful energy for you. And there's also some writing that you're going to do as well. So these are the two cards that we pulled for you from our Gabriel deck. So thank you so much, Amy, for your Facebook question. Thank you. Who else do we have here?
Next, I have Leanne. Leanne wants to know if she will have a career in spiritual work anytime soon.
Leanne, you have a really powerful birthday, and this year represents the end of a chapter of how life was and is going to open up some new doors of possibilities. So anytime soon really says #yeah, and that takes you into 2021. And for you, there's a lot of creativity, and I could pull the writer's card for you as well, because you also have stories and things that you should write. So there's a lot of potential in your ability to communicate in your spiritual way as well. So Leanne, there is a 2021 trajectory of your moving forward in a spiritual path as a teacher and as someone who is working in the energy world of assisting others on their journey. So teaching and even healing energy as well. And through your teaching, you will be giving messages to people so that they can find their empowerment. So your spiritual journey is unfolding really well. I do see the presence of the angels and loved ones around you in support. I know they'll be a valuable asset for you. And I see these gifts really ramping up after some of these eclipses we have in June and July. That's when things really ramp up for you. And in 2021, you are flying, my dear. Absolutely. Who else do we have here on our Fun Friday? We got some moon messages here. We should have taken our moon cards, but we didn't have them with us.
Wow. We didn't think we'd be here this long for the moon.
We didn't think we'd be on day 4,999 of the pandemic. I didn't think I'd still be here. Who else do we have here?
We got Alexandra asking, what is my mission here on Earth?
Alexandra, the first thing that I see here is you are very strong in your personality and you are very direct. and you are the person who knows how to get things done. And your mission is to kind of direct things such as projects and events, and for you to be the leader. I also feel that you're very good. There's a lot of numbers around you, so I don't know if you work with numbers or you're just good with numbers. But I see a lot of numbers around you, and this is a time for you to gather people together and form groups for projects. And I will use the word event, but not in the traditional sense that we imagine events, but putting things together that offer opportunities for other people as well. So your mission is to gather people and execute plans that make a difference in people's lives. Thank you, Alexandra Mikado, for your Facebook question. Who else do we see here?
I got Isabella Fox.
Isabella Fox.
Does spirit see me on a different flow in business?
Not an exact different flow, just in a different aspect of business that is added to the flow of business you have, so that you're not reliant on that said activity that was mostly your dominant way of earning a living. But I do feel a shift coming for you. And I see here, ask for what you want, Isabella, and they will bring it to you. The angels and the guides and Archangel Gabriel, put that in our cam, is giving you that message that they will help you with that energy. So very good here, Isabella. The ask for what you want is right there for you. All right. Who else do we have here? I love that moon on our graphic, Helena. That's beautiful.
I love it too. I love it too. I saw it, I was like, what's going on the graphic? Marty's next, asking, should I apply for medical disability at work?
You can. It's going to be met with some resistance, and I know you know that already. But if there's grounds for it, you most certainly can apply for that, because once you do that, I feel like there's a certain level of protection. I would do it with a lawyer, though. I would not just do it on your own. I would consult a lawyer before we apply for the medical disability. But I feel if it's warranted and it pertains to work, you might as well do that through work so that you have that foundation. Thank you, Marty, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here tonight?
Next, I have Monica asking, will my bad situation change soon?
Monica, you read like you feel trapped, stuck, and that's never good for you because you don't do well in that energy. But yes, it will change, and I have to move you in towards the end of this year. That's when things shift, and I feel like you're freer. You're out of this bondage, this limitation. You feel stuck, you feel stagnant, and you feel tied to a situation that you cannot move out of. But the way I see it is some of the circumstances change, and it gives you that little opportunity to exit stage right and take yourself out of it. So thank you, Monica Soto, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, I got Jessie Lynn asking a question for herself. What do you see in love life?
Jessie Lynn, first thing I see in your love life is that this year kind of closes out the beliefs and patterns and limitations of love that you've had for quite a while. I feel like I don't know, love life seems to be a little bit spotty, doesn't really seem to feel strong to me. And I feel that when I take you back to 2014 into 15, if the emphasis is on 15, I feel as if there was a shift and a change in relationships, something changed, and now that you're coming out of this year, there are things that are not in sync for this new type of relationship. You've learned a lot about relationships in this past few years, so I know that you're on the younger side, so I don't know whether it was a first love or a significant love a few years ago, but whatever that energy was, I feel like this year we break free of some of the limited beliefs and maybe not even believing in yourself as much. You know, Spirit tells me that you have a lot to offer, but sometimes you're a little too hard on yourself. And so, Jessie, what I see here is that this is going to be a clearing of old paradigms of relationships and opening you up to new love as we kind of wind out of this year. So that's what I see in your love life, my dear. So break any habits or patterns that you have that are taking you down a path of disappointment. Who else do we have?
Next I have Alexandra Menino asking, what's going on for me and my future?
Alexandra Menino. So for you and your future, I'm feeling this energy. I don't know if you've been giving thought to consideration to this and you're just not ready yet, but I feel a move. I feel like it's time for you to move. It's important for you to move. I see a move, and I feel like that's going to be a positive change for you. So Alexandra Menino, give thought and idea to making a change, because for you and your future, change is going to be the catalyst for a lot of new opportunities for you. And you're such a kind, loving person. I feel as if there's actually a new beginning, a fresh start, a new life coming for you in just a few months. So be open and receptive to that for yourself. Thank you so much, Alexandra Menino, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, Holly Costanza Donaldson would like a special card. She's wondering what spirits got for her.
Okay. I see here. Let's give Holly Costanza Donaldson a special card. We're going to go to our mystical wisdom cards here. Unicorn. We got a unicorn, Holly Costanza Donaldson. That means we need to make things different in your life and expect the unexpected and have some serendipitous moments. Allow the universe to align the perfect people, places, and things. And then we have our next card, which is when opportunity knocks for you or your husband, Holly Costanza Donaldson. They tell me for you to open the door and go for it, because opportunity for change is going to be knocking. That's what the mystical wisdom cards say here in this cam for you. We'll put this up on the screen for you to see in our card cam, and you can see that right there. So this is beautiful. The unicorn card, and then we have opportunity knocks, Holly Costanza Donaldson. So thank you so much for your Facebook question. Well, everyone, we're happy to gather with you here tonight. We are going to close for now. I want you to have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to those of you who are mothers, and those of you who have moms. Make sure you give your mom all the appreciation and love that you can, and know that you're never alone. Your guides and your angels are with you, and your loved ones on the other side, particularly those of us who have our moms on the other side, they are with us always. So I say to you this: hold your heart open, envision what you desire for your future. Do not allow the fear and the hypnotic suggestions to derail you from the life that you want to create. Build an awareness, learn how to discern your inner knowing and your inner truth, and always be true to yourself. Honor those around you. Know that your loved ones love you so very much, and that your angels will never let anything happen to you. You need only ask for their assistance, and they are always there. And you, of course, are supported by the true source, the Creator, our God. Remember that you are loved here. We appreciate you. Thank you for following Sarah Spiritual. Join us for our Wednesday show. It promises to be an interesting Wednesday show this coming Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. You can catch it here on Facebook, catch it on YouTube, watch it on sarahspiritual.com, and of course you can hear it on national radio. So learn more about that and the work that I do at sarahspiritual.com. Thank you so much for being with us. Stay well, stay safe. From our heart to yours, from my quarantine home to yours, we are together in heart and soul. God bless you. Good night. And I am Sarah Spiritual. down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Love may hold the answer we are looking for. Love may open up another door of light. Oh, there's a light. Oh, there's a light. Open up in everyone. Can you feel it? There's a light to change the world. Won't you be a part of the light? Oh, love, it is the answer now, and we can see love grow. There's a light. There's a light that shines inside.